Hello everyone, I am Hitesh Singla and welcome to my channel. So this week we are going to talk about interesting topic on the health insurance. And the topic that I've chosen for this week is common health insurance myths that you should stop believing in. As a person, there are a lot of health insurance related myths that I get a lot of people to when I interact with a lot of people and get that I got to know. So in this video, I'll be covering all. I'll try to cover major of these myths and present them to you so that any informed person can make a better decision on how to go about buying your health insurance plan. So let's start discussing the major myths. The first is the with sufficient saving, health insurance is redundant. This statement is majorly given by people who are not aware that these days the cost of hospitalization can run into lakhs of rupees, and this could actually cause a financial crunch to a lot of people. So even if you are having a lot of saving done in your bank account, the major cause of buying a health insurance was to that these savings that you have done or the any assets that you have created over the long period of your working life are not touched, and your health risks are also covered, where these cost of lakh of rupees are covered by the health insurance price and not by your funded by your savings or any other asset. Health insurance is only for older people, or I do not need a health cover. Well, this the any kind of a disease does not look at age of of a person. So this is a myth that only a older person requires a health insurance. Definitely, the chances of getting a disease at a old age is higher as compared to a young person. But we are in in a world where a lot of diseases are being contracted by the young people, and the billings, the high bills of the hospitals, as we discussed in the first point, could be a financial burden to any of either older or a younger person. Another point to note is as a person gets older, there is a possibility of getting a higher chance of getting many diseases, and at that point, either you will have to bear the higher premium paid, or the insurance company can altogether decline a insurance policy to you. You get coverage as soon as you buy the plan. See, as soon as you buy the plan, there are three waiting periods that are applicable to any policy that you buy in the market. The first is the 30-day cooling period. For first day, 30-day cooling period, only accidental claims are acceptable. And after 30 days, the most of the claims are acceptable. Then comes the pre-existing diseases. Pre-existing diseases are those which a person had declared to the insurance service provider that these are the pre-existing diseases that I have already contracted with, and the insurance service provider may apply a waiting period on those diseases. The third part is the specified diseases. A specified disease is are diseases, listed diseases on any policies, which help you, which tells the person that these there are waiting period applicable on those particular diseases, which can range from 2 to 3 years. So whenever a person is buying a health insurance plan, it becomes mandatory that he looks at the policy wording and look at what all diseases could be under the specified illness waiting period. Now, we have already done it for you. You can approach us, and we'll be happy to share that list with you. A lot of employers these days are providing health insurance cover to their employees, but there are a few things that you should keep in mind while saying that your employer provided health insurance coverage is enough for you. The first thing is that the coverage limit is very limited. There's very less flexibility in these plans, and they may not include riders which might be applicable to you. Also, there's a condition with when it all ceases this cover would cease when you leave the organization. So, take for an example, you are in between two organizations and there's a gap of 15 days. So, for that 15 days, you are not covered under these any of the health insurance plan. Another thing to notice at the time of retirement, since you were only dependent on your employer provided health insurance, and at that age, there might be some conditions which might cause the if you apply for a health insurance cover at that age, that the health insurance company might not be able to provide you with a health insurance coverage plan. Cheapest plan is the best option. Well, this is the biggest myth that is prevailed in the market. Price is not equivalent to the price does not decide the best option. Definitely, an optimization of price should be looked at, but there might be something that a cheap plan might not cover even the basic features required. There might be some limits that they might have introduced. They might not be covering some diseases. There might be some capping on the room rents on the diseases that they are covering. So there could be various things. So to understand that, you have to definitely read through the policy wordings that are provided with their health insurance. And a lot of people do not have time for do not get into that. They just look at the price and purchase the plan, thinking that that let's say a person was planning to purchase a plan of 15 lakh. He'll just look around and he'll go with the 15 lakh plan from of an insurer who has provided with the least quote. Now, even his thought process was to he got a 15, he's happy that he has a coverage of 15 lakh rupees as of now, but there could be a lot of things that could be missing into those policy in that policy because of the cheapness of the plan. So please definitely look into the wordings if you are looking at a cheap buying a cheap plan. Insurance cover companies cover all expenses in the event of hospitalization. This is another myth, cause a lot of policies in their wordings have a lot of star marked star mark quotations which a lot of people might not be reading into. So these could be, they could have put in some exclusion into their policy. They might have put in co-payments into their policies. They could have also put in waiting period, as discussed earlier, of the pre-existing diseases. Moreover, there could be some limits that they might have introduced into the policy, sub limits, as in case of some diseases that they would say that even if your policy you have taken for 15 lakh of coverage, but they will pay only for this particular disease, they will only pay 2 lakh rupees. So even if your hospital bills you for 5 lakh rupees of, you would be only provided with 2 lakh of coverage from the policy. They can they can put a cap on the room rent as a percentage of the sum assured. Also, there are expenditures limited to the non-medical expenditures in whenever a hospitalization occurs. So there are a lot many clauses that a person has to look into. So just saying that you have taken an insurance policy and thinking that it will cover all the expenses is not a wise thing to do. You should definitely review your policy wordings and then come out look into what all things they are provided and what all things they have excluded. We again have done this study for you. You can reach out to us. We can definitely would like to help you in buying the best health insurance plan. Health insurance only cover hospitalization cost or hospitalization is a must. So this was a myth, and this is a very important discussion point. Also, these days there are, with the advancement of the hospitalization, the policies are covering daycare treatments. Lot of treatments are only done on daycare basis. Now there are policies also available in the market which also cover the diagnostic test. uh, Policies are covering Ayush treatments, pre and post medical hospitalization. That is, before you get into a hospitalization, if there are tests and diagnostics which has led to that hospitalization, and post that there are some treatments and visit doctor treatments that are going on, those would be covered under the same policy. So there are notable procedures like chemotherapy, radiotherapy, lithotripsy, dialysis, and eye surgery, which are covered under day care procedure, and which a lot of policies are covering those. People who smoke and drink are not eligible for health insurance. This is another myth I would like to break. There people with lot of people who are habitual smokers or habitual alcohol consumer are eligible. There might be some conditions which might be laid by your policy service provider. So they might help. They might put some higher premium cost to associated with this, and they might ask for a health checkup if they want to be sure that the health of the person is at that moment okay to cover the risk. Uh, Failing to renew your health insurance on time will mean loss of all benefits. Uh, all the policies provide a grace period on the expiration of your on the expiration of the policy period. There's 50 to 30 days grace period provided, and those grace periods can be utilized. If you have missed your payment on the last day, then you need not worry. There's a time gap of 15 to 20 days plus. All health insurance policies are same. So this is not true. Every company has their own health coverage plan which they are offering. You have to look for an apple to apple comparison, and you have to look at what the terms and conditions they are offering in your plan, and and you need to choose which is best suited for you. We have I've already done this comparison. I've created a apple to apple comparison which I use it to help my clients to buy their health insurance plans. The other myth is pre-existing conditions are never covered. Well, this was the point that we had discussed earlier, that pre-existing diseases have a waiting period. Usually, a waiting period of 1 to 4 years can are applicable, but these days now the policies are coming up with the plans where they charge you with the extra premium for a pre-existing condition, and they start this cover at the very earliest of 30 days to 90 days minimum period of time. It is important to also note that any pre-existing condition you should declare while buying your policy. You should not never hide any pre-existing condition. Network hospital can only be found in big cities. Well, this is another myth. The policies I have now flown to tier 2, tier 3 cities, and everywhere you can find the hospitals which will provide you the cashless treatment. Hiding pre-existing illness can help me get insurance, as already discussed with by me. You should always declare any pre-existing illnesses, any major surgeries that you have gone through while purchasing up your policy, so that your coverages are not denied, or even if you are you don't have to go into any kind of a litigation. Filing a health insurance claim is a hassle. Well, even though health filing claim filing is a bit of a hassle, I would definitely agree to that point. But now cashless treatments are available, so which are very easy to do in the hospitalization, and which also eliminates the need for any upfront payments or claim filing for those expenses. So cashless treatment is a truth of today, and you should use that facility as such for filing whenever you are taking your health insurance. Maternity coverage is automatically included. A lot of policies have stopped including maternity cover, and there were policy earlier the policies were to only cover the hospitalization expenses, and so maternity was not part of it. So you have to look into that your policy that you're purchasing might not provide you with the maternity cover. Uh, Once you have insurance, you are all set. This is not true, as health insurance is generally purchased for a period of 1 year, and over the years, there might be some changes in your health, which might cause you to look into for a higher sum assured. There might be some additional riders that you might be thinking to purchase. Your children who were part of the policy might have matured, and now they would uh, would want to be running a separate policy. So all these things keeps on changing. So once you have purchased a policy, it might keep you might have to keep on reviewing it at a periodical time. Policy documents can be discarded after the expiry of the policy. Well, this is another myth. You should not discard any of your health insurance policy document. First thing is that they can help, your past policies can help the third party administrator to help you with the claim approval process. You might this might be help This might help to establish a continuous cover, and could be very crucial for smooth claim settlement. Health insurance is too expensive. A point to note that is health insurance plans, the premiums uh, 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 are can be used for a tax deduction under Section 80D of income tax health, and this could help to reduce the burden on a financial planning. So that was all from my side. I hope you enjoyed this video. Do share, subscribe to my channel, and do comment with any of your doubts or anything that you have.